Welcome, 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 everybody. My name is Wendy Fore from Cash Life Mastery, and today you are joining Breaking Barriers in Business, where we are talking about the secrets to making money with your blog. This is probably one of the most important Breaking Barriers in Business show that we do, because this show teaches you how to actually make the moolah. And joining me today is my illustrious co-host, the chef Katrina, the the wonder queen of all things blogging. Okay, so if you want to connect with the chef, make sure that you stalk her on all social media as the chef Katrina, and she appreciates being stalked. So if you want to reach out to me, you can always find me on Cash Life Mastery. And we invite you guys to ask questions. Katrina will be watching the chat and while we're both talking. And then at the end, if you have any questions, just please comment. If you happen to watch the replay, comment on the comments here on the YouTube channel, and we will reply back to you. So with that said, Katrina, tell everybody hello and let's get started, because I know everybody wants to know how to make some money today. It's
Absolutely. Yeah, and what I'm telling you, like with the holiday season around the corner, really this is one of the best times to have a blog going on. Like really putting out content, being in communication. Like I couldn't picture a better time to really get into the season of blogging. So yeah, so my name is Chef Katrina. You guys can find me at thechefkatrina.com. That is the website where you can get a hold of me. I have been blogging successfully for the last 3 years, and I blogged unsuccessfully for 7 years prior to that. So total, I've been blogging for about 10 years. Learned a lot along the way, and that's one of the reasons Wendy and I are getting together, is because it's really about educating you on how to build and profit with your blog. It's not just about what to put on there. It's the structure of it. It's the look of it. It's how do you make money doing this? I think that's the number one question I get asked all the time. And Wendy, it's always shocking to me personally when I talk with people and they're like, wait, that's how easy it is to start making money with the blog. And I'm like, yeah, it's not nothing really crazy. It's like it's not like you're pulling teeth or anything like that one. And, you know, making money with your blog is the purpose of a blog. Like it's your online store for my respect.
And I get the comments about, well, you know, I put my link on my blog, but why aren't I making any money? So I get that one a lot.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think that what that is, Wendy, is there's a market to message match, right? So when we talk about creating your blog, it's really kind of knowing what your purpose is with your blog. So there are different types of bloggers. There's the blogger that's just going to blog, right? They just want to talk about their life, their family, their adventures, foods they've had. Like they're just bloggers out there that are specific just for, you know,
they just write.
They just like to write, right? And sometimes they don't really want to make any money, which I kind of, you know, I look at them like, wow, that much content out there. There's always a potential, right? There's always something out there that could help you potentially make some money with your blog. And it doesn't have to be Google Ads. Like I see that a lot, Wendy. People get a blog up and running, and the first thing they want to do on there is like put a Google ad box up there, which like rotates and has all sorts of crazy offers and such. And for me, there's an incongruency in that. Like I feel like you're just putting something up there just because you think it's going to make you money.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, it's just like, you know, monetizing your YouTube channel here. Of course, everybody monetizes their YouTube channel, but it would be nice if we could, you know, pick and choose who we want advertising for our particular niche.
Yeah.
And I think that would build more congruency and more clicks into the ads themselves if YouTube was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's just like if you're a blogger about pets, why in the world would you advertise, you know, about a milk product or the best butter in the supermarket? You know, it would make sense.
Yeah. So there's like there's a congruency that's needed. So then there's the bloggers out there that actually, you know, blog for education and looking to help you out. So there's that blogger too. and I guess that's kind of where you and I fall, Wendy. It's like we are the blogger of education and value, right?
Right.
And what I love about that is that there are elements of what we teach, and there are products out there that are congruent with that, right? So
Exactly.
for like Wendy and I, for a blogger. So when I teach blogging, of course, I'm going to recommend the tools that I've purchased in the process, right? So you're going to be like, oh, well, Chef, what did you use to purchase your domain? Like, where did you get that from? What site? Like, what's this hosting thing? What did you use? Because there's some sort of a trust that's built, because if I'm using it, then it must be working. And if it's working for me, it's going to work for them, right?
Well, two, it's like, the things that we've used to build our businesses, our network marketing educational platform that we use, any of the, web hosting, landing pages, any of that kind of stuff. If you come to us and say, okay, what are you using? Guess what? Because we're using it, we can explain it to you too if you're having problems. That for me, when I got started, was my biggest benefit. I wanted to go to people who were using the product, because if I got caught and just could not absolutely figure out something on my own, I could at least go back to that person and say, hey, what am I doing wrong? And instead of spending hours and days researching stuff, it would have been a 5-minute conversation.
Yeah. So there's something about, or I see this question pop up in the communities that I work in. So it's like, well, you say that this works with your blog, but I don't have the same theme on my blog, so I don't see how this works. And the thing behind that too is, this is what I love about the world of blogging, Wendy, is that it really is proficient in one type of blogging, right? So I specifically use Optimize Press. That is the theme that I know. I can troubleshoot it. I can guide people through that. I can show them where things are at. I can do tons of training around that one. And if you told me to go use a theme called, I'm going to, get stuff done, right? And this is the theme that's there. There's a learning curve I have to go through, right? Because I can't troubleshoot a theme that I don't have on my site, that I haven't been consistently using. So what I love about bloggers is that you could be an incredible blogger using a specific theme, right? And the fact that you can create a course around that theme, that blog, that site, how you got it all together, well, people are going to want to know, how do you get your site to look that way? What is it that you're using to create this? And that for me is where most people get caught up, because I can recommend what I've used, like you said, right? Yeah. But I can only troubleshoot what I use. So when people come at me with a whole bunch of stuff, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, no, it's like, I really agree with you on that, because, we use Thrive Themes in our network marketing company. And so I congruently put Thrive Themes on my website. So now I've been working with it so much that when people have questions about Thrive, I can actually answer them, And if you guys know me at all, you know that I'm not, I'm very tech curious. I want to learn a lot of techie stuff, but I'm not a tech guru. And I actually have a friend that has helped me through a lot of struggles on my journey into internet marketing world, because there's just tech stuff you got to know. I would say over the last year or so, just really diving in deep, I've learned so much and learned how to use so many different tools and things that I really never thought I'd be able to do. And I actually had one of my mentors who was teaching me a little bit about WordPress a long time ago. I answered a question for him last night, and I was like, wow, the tables do turn. But it's wonderful to be able to connect with those leaders in the industry, people that have gone before you. They've done it, they've struggled, they've figured it out, and then it saves you time, which ultimately saves you money, to be able to buy from them. And then, like I said, if you have a question, instead of spending days researching it, shoot a quick question over to them on Facebook, get it answered, boom, move on with your day.
Yeah. So how this relates, guys, for those that are watching, how does this relate to making profit with your blog is really what Wendy and I are alluding to right now. because we're talking about products and services that we're using, right? Easiest ways to make money with your blog is to talk about the products and services that you're using. Do reviews on it, create it in like, this is just a normal conversation. Wendy's going to be asked like, hey, what are you using as your theme for your blog? And I'm going to like, I use Optimized Press. And she's going to be like, well, like, how do I get a hold of that? Like, how do I get my hands on that? And I'm like, well, I have an affiliate link if you want to buy it from me. And she's going to be like, yeah, because I know, like, and trust you. And so I'm going to make the purchase from you. So what Wendy and I are alluding to is that the power of profiting with your blog is to have congruent products to with what you're up to in your business. Like, what is the purpose of your blog? So I know, like, you're going to have, so for network marketers, there may be an opportunity for people to join your business, right?
Right.
So if that's the case, you may have an opportunity for them to click on a link, or what I do, like, I love the consultation funnel that takes people through the process of why they should join your business, what's in it for them, and if they're a good fit. And then in the process, you're probably going to do some teaching and training. So Wendy, you and I both know we've gone through multiple platforms and doing live trainings for this show.
Oh, yes,
right?
we have.
I think 2016 is absolutely the year of find what works for training and education, right? Find the platform that's actually going to be around for longer than a day. We've jumped from, webinar platforms to Blab platforms to Fire Talk platforms to, now we're on Google Hangouts again. So it's so funny, the transition that we make. But the thing is that the tools that we use are what we recommend. And when you can start being the person that recommends tools and services, you're going to do really well. So an example, network marketers. For those that are watching here, you're my favorite crew right now. You guys have companies that tell you, hey, go read books, right? Go get this book to educate yourself. Go get into your mindset. Go, what is your self-help development? Typically, where do we go to get those books? We go to Amazon.
Exactly.
Right?
That Amazon link does.
So I go to Amazon and I go to buy the book. Well, did you know that you can actually become an affiliate for Amazon? Which means that when you do reviews or recommendations about books that you want your team to get or what you're buying yourself, you can actually write a blog post about the book you're reading, give a little bit of a review, and then give your affiliate link for Amazon for that product. And that is the first step of understanding how you make money to help build your network marketing business, right? So when you provide the resource that you can help educate your team, you get a couple of bucks, right? That's your advertising money. That's money that you can then start using to help advertise your company, your business, your blog, whatever it is. And that's the one thing I really love about affiliate marketing, Wendy, that it's not only a way to supplement income, but it also is a great way to supplement your advertising budget, right?
Exactly.
So it's not coming out of your pocket. You're actually having other people invest, and then you're taking that and you are moving forward. And I think that's the beauty. I think that's the thing that most network marketers, I know I missed that, right? I spent money on business cards, spent money on flyers, placing ads in local newspapers. And while that was all effective, I was spending that out of my own pocket.
Exactly. And, I didn't find business cards, yes, maybe, but like the flyers and advertisements and local little newspaper shopping papers that I did, things like that, I never found anything very effective. I might have had like one or two people inquire from things like that, but turning it around and doing it with your blog, when you can blast it instead of just being in your local market, you can blast this to millions and millions of people all over the world at any time of the day. What's the power in that? I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah. And so that's like one thing, talking about how do you profit with your blog, it's the tools you're going to need for your blog, right? It's the tools that you need for your business, and being nothing more than a recommended resource. What goes good with, right? So what goes good with your product? What goes good with your marketing? If you've invested in training, there's a lot of training out there that you can become an affiliate from. Like one of the companies that we work with, affiliate companies we work with, is Elite Marketing Pro. And Elite Marketing Pro just came out with this incredible product called Social Media Recruiter. Now, as a network marketer, trust me, I'm telling my team that this is like the best product to get their hands on. Why? Because it helps and it aids me in educating my team on how to recruit through social media. And it's something that we can work together with in the training, right? So I'm going to say, hey, I've got some great training called Social Media Recruiter. I want to work with my team to get it. And so now we have, it's like going to school, right? The whole classroom has the book. So now we can discuss the book and we can talk about what's in there and we can talk about how we're applying it, not applying it, what worked, what didn't work. But we're working together around a resource. So what I love about Elite Marketing Pro is that they're giving us tools and training that I can take on and that I can then share with my team. And what's cool about that is that when I share that with my team, I do get a commission. Like I do make a little extra money, but that empowers me and it empowers my team to be able to do a little more advertising, to do a little bit more creativity. I'm giving them tools and resources and sharing with them what works, and together that's going to grow our businesses, right? Because they're going to build a team also, and they're going to recommend Social Media Recruiter to them. So that is the
good thing
domino effect
about the, having the educational products like we do. You can be in any industry, like healthcare. You can be in any type of niche and use these social media tools and bring your business forward. So, that's one thing that I like about, even you were talking about books on Amazon. If you get a book, have your team get the book. Maybe you've made a little commission off everybody getting the book. And then you go in form a group on Facebook and then start talking about it, writing blog articles about it, putting that out there about, what you've done in your group or discussed in your group. That gives you blog article ideas around the book, and being able to put that out like that. And the same thing, like I said, with our Elite Marketing Pro products, because they are marketing education, we're able to do that with, with each product every time.
Yeah. And it's so easy. And so that's the profiting with your blog, is just making sure that you're communicating and at least recommending products or services. It really, for me, the power of a blog isn't just telling people to buy something or just having ads on your site. Well, that's effective for some in some different businesses. Ultimately, what I find gets the best engagement is when you can recommend a product, a book, a service, whatever that looks like. I have real estate agents, right? Real estate agents, it's perfect for them to be talking about how, how do you decorate your home? Like, what's the first expense you're going to have? And you can actually start talking about products and services from Home Depot, right? Yep. You can actually be an affiliate for Home Depot, right? And trust me, as a homeowner, I have been multiple times to Home Depot to buy stuff, right? Purchase stuff off of line, have things delivered to my house. So when you can, recommend products or services, even as a real estate agent, that's possible. You can write, I've got people that are in the princess party industry, right? So, you can recommend stuff off of Amazon, products that I recommend you getting. You can become an affiliate for Vista Print, right? How to get the best invitations you need for your party. How do you send them out? Like, you can't, trust me when I say, if you actually wanted to go to your top sites that you shop at and see if there's a partnership or an affiliate that you can become part of. And most of the time, I would say probably about 75% of the time, there is some sort of ability to do that, especially for the top companies, because they definitely want to work with people, especially when they're selling products. Not every company is going to have it. I've come across a lot that don't have it, but the few that do have it, it's a great partnership. And that is the beauty of having the blog, is that you have a link, Wendy, on your site forever, right? Like, it's a never-ending link. The traffic that comes to that site doesn't come just once, right? When you go on Facebook or you go onto these other things, you post the post once, right? So the potential of everybody seeing it is like small, right? 10% of your audience is going to see that. But when you have it on your blog and you have it keyworded correctly and everything else, you can actually be driving traffic for years to that site, and people will be clicking on that particular link, and that's how you're going to be making money.
And, what I really love is, if I write an article today about, say my husband just, made me this nice little get up here in my office with the bookshelves and put my TV on, and he made me a little sign. So I'm going to talk about all the things that he used, the products and services that he used from Home Depot with my affiliate link. But maybe I did an article similar to that. It was a different project that he worked on 6 months or a year ago. I can link back to that article with that link in it with a, another product or service. So I can get juice, like double juice off of my one I write today, and revamp, get more juice off the one I wrote a while back. So it's never ending as long as you're repurposing and, you're coming up with something new, but linking back to something old. I mean, like I said, it's residual income, but it's a slow build. But it will, at some point, you'll just wake up and go, oh, wow, I made money. Isn't that a great feeling?
Yeah, and I agree. So the other thing too I was going to mention is that I have a video coach, right? So I took a video marketing course and learning how to like write killer videos and everything else like that. And the one blog post that did extraordinarily well for her was, what do you need to get started with video, right? And all the products she recommended, from the mic to the camera to whatever to the green screen, were all products off of Amazon.
Yep.
Right? Like she actually said, these are the tools and services that I use. And everyone was like, oh, yeah, totally get that. So that is, what is available for people, is that you can make money with your blog when you're in an industry that is a market to message match that engages your readers and goes, oh, I want that also for myself. If it works for you, it may work for me.
One thing that I'm starting to do a little bit of, I have an eBay store. I don't even know if you knew that. So I have started a second site that I'm going to blog about products and services that I have on my eBay store, because a lot of people do sell repurposed items. It's not, necessarily something brand new that you can go and get off of, Home Depot, because you're buying it straight from them brand new. But I am trying to kind of get some of my eBay people blogging, so that way they can go back to some of their things on their sites, because they're not new products and services. They're used or repurposed products and services. Maybe like a used book, and you're getting it at a way cheaper price or something like that. So guys, there are so many things that you can do with a blog. I mean, a lot of people that are doing eBay would never think to blog about it.
Yeah.
But I have, because I see the power in it, and it just, it's a way to put out an article that somebody can read and learn. And when somebody reads and learns about something and you explain something to them, and they have a good understanding of what they're going to get or how to use a product or whatever, they feel comfortable now and they're ready to buy. Versus looking online and just looking at something going, how do I use this? I'm not sure if I can operate it, or, is this really going to meet my needs? They're left with so many questions just looking at a product on a website. But if you've written a blog and you've explained this, product or service and how to use it, or whatever the case may be, then you're going to help that person get over that hump of, can I really use it? Is it beneficial to me? Will this make my life better? In other words, you're meeting that person's pain point, and they're like, oh, gosh, thank you so much for this information. Here it is. Here's the link to buy it. Boom, sell done.
Yep. Trust me when I tell you that people are looking, the best blog posts I've seen that get incredible amount of traffic are reviews or comparisons. So if you can compare products like this versus this, that usually does very well. Reviews, like reviewing a product, a book, or whatever, does really well, because most people go online for two reasons. They're either going for education or entertainment. So if they're going for education, they're looking for something specific, right? They're looking for reviews on something, feedback on something. They want to know what's working, what's not working, if people had good experiences, bad experiences. So I discovered that when you do like a versus, like A versus B. So like if you have two companies that are pretty similar and you know that in your industry, when you write you know, blank versus blank, which is the better choice, those ones typically get really good traffic, and anything that you review tends to get really good traffic. So keep that in mind, especially, and then if you're doing stuff like that, those are the perfect blog posts to have your affiliate links into, referencing whatever you like, whichever way you choose or whichever product you're reviewing, so that people get a sense that they can click on it if they're ready to buy, they like the review, then they're going to take the action.
Yeah, and two, I would caution people, because I do see a little bit of this too much, about taking a company review. Say, you know, I'll just throw this out there. We're with Elite Marketing Pro, so, you know, we could review MLSP versus Elite Marketing Pro. Don't go out there bashing another company. You want to show the good points about that company, but then you want to also say, well, okay, this is why I like my company better. Because you're out there bashing other companies and you're making it a negative review, thinking, well, I'm going to give all this negative information so people are not going to like them. That's not how it works. They end up not liking you.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're going to do it to this company, you might be doing it to their company down the road.
Yeah.
You know, so just be very, very careful when you're writing those two-sided reviews. Always make sure that you show the positive points of both companies, but then just explain why your company takes it over the top and makes things better for you, and why it's been a better choice for you.
Got it. I like it.
Yeah. So, like I said, gotta get some of this negativity out of internet marketing these days. I'm starting to see too much of that. And
yeah, there's like the scam, there's this, and I know that everyone kind of looks for the negative, but I do agree with you, Wendy, that it's so much better if we can focus on the positive. Like, there could be two companies, and they could be like, this is this company, this is this company. Well, both are good. I chose this one because I was looking for this. No, not to say that this other company wouldn't be great for you. And if you want, I mean, the cool thing about network marketing is, right, I'm going to point this out for network marketers, is that you guys are all in the same industry. You're all network marketers. So you can be in the same, so like health and wellness, there could be company A and company B. Both are amazing. They have to be amazing. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made it as a direct marketing company, right? Like, there has to be something of results being gotten in order for them to stay in business, right? The product has to be extraordinary. So if you decide that you want to do a comparison, my recommendation is actually find another distributor in that company, right? And then ask them what it is they like about that company. And then, you know, say, hey, this is my company, right? And you can actually create a really cool synergy where you can say, well, I like this company for this, but if you can't do this company, then choose this one. And this is the person I recommend that you go and work with, right? Like, how powerful would that be if we recommended each other in these different companies based on what it is? Because, like, I work for a health and wellness industry, and, you know, my work is in the world of soy, and a lot of people automatically just say, no, I can't do a soy product, not understanding really what it is that separates us. And maybe I don't want to go into like a whole, you know, elaborate thing where you're wrong and that's not going to work for you. If I had another company or product or service that I could recommend to them, I would be totally okay with that, because at the end of the day, my goal is that everybody looks at their health and wellness and takes an active role in it. And I don't care if it's with my company or another company, at least they're taking an active role in getting into it, right?
Exactly.
So that's, for me, that's my thought process behind it, is like, be willing to be open to what other people are doing, and don't look to bash companies, because there is no bad company. If it was a bad company, it would have folded. It would never have gotten off the ground, right? Like, there's no way a network marketing company, guys, that's out there is a horrible, lying, cheating company. It can't be possible, otherwise it wouldn't exist, and people would be buying their products and being distributors of it.
Exactly. And, you know, that's one thing I do at Cash Life Mastery, because I want to teach people how to bootstrap their businesses and get into business or run their current business as cheaply as possible. I have to do the research on the tools, the products, the services You know, I may choose to use them myself. I may choose not to, but I at least need to be knowledgeable about what's out there. So I talk to tons of people, and like you say, if there's a health and wellness product that I can't personally use because, say, I take certain medications, but this person doesn't, so that would be a better fit for them, you know. You know, it really is powerful when you can refer a customer to another customer. They're not going to forget that you really did take the time to meet their needs, and think about them first, even though you put them in business with somebody else, because guess what? They're not going to always be in business with that same company forever, or they're not going to always use that same product or service forever. But the next time that they need something, guess who they're going to come back to? They're going to come back to you because you made the best recommendation. You thought of them first, even though you didn't do business with them. You gave them to somebody else.
Yeah.
And so it's a long-term play.
It is, because they're still going to come to you for education training, because they said, well, if you care this much about me to do this, you know, what kind of this is the person I want to do business with eventually, right? Yeah. Like you are putting in place what I call goodwill, right?
Exactly.
And if we create enough goodwill in the world, trust me, I have people come and say, how can I get more coaching with you? How can I get more business with you? And that's not because I charged them outrageous fees, because I cared more about what they were up to. And they know that that's where my mindset is. And in that, whatever happens, whatever comes next, it will develop, right?
Exactly. And you know, the making money with the blog is part of that is relationship building. You know, you have to have that. Well, you have to have the platform for people to go to be able to find you, to build that relationship with you. But you've got to be putting that goodwill out there, that valuable information, the training ahead of time, you know, the training before the sale kind of information, on a consistent, regular basis, so people, you know, get that know, like, and trust factor going on, and they feel like, even though they've never met you in person, maybe they've even never talked to you on the phone, but if you're constantly out there and they see you visually, like we're doing today with the live stream, they feel like they know you, because they are seeing, you know, it's like they said, the windows into the soul.
Yeah.
You know, they're seeing into you and who you are and what you're about, and each time they watch something new that you've done, they learn a little bit more about you. It's just the little things, you know, that make a difference. You know, I've had people actually message me and say things about, oh, I love your husband's artwork. Well, Aaron's never been on this show. You know, so you know, it's just amazing. So you'll be surprised what people will take away from what you're giving them, and the relationship that they form with you just from doing something like we're doing today. So once you start forming that relationship, how easy is it to say, okay, here's this valuable blog article that I have written about something that can help you. And if you always take that stance, you know, I want to help you, and you really are truly doing that from the heart, actually trying to help people, people see that. You know, they see through the fake shit, people. They really do. It's just so obvious when you're being real and when you're being not real. You know, it's about the money. You know, always make it about the helping, then you'll never have any problem.
Agree. Absolutely agree.
We are at the top of the hour. Do you have anything else that we need to add?
No, I think this has been great. I hope you guys that are watching the replays got value from this. I know that, I feel like, Wendy, we dropped a lot of nugget bombs in here, just in terms of there is a way to profit and there's a way to do it in a very powerful way. And I've seen people, honestly, so if you guys are curious, like, well, does it all have to be like a low-end product? I've seen people sell products and services for tens of thousands of dollars, all through the power of a blog post.
Exactly.
So it's not limited to the low end costs. I've seen people successfully build out and sell out $10,000, $20,000 product services, houses, real estate, whatever. And it's all done through the power of a blog. So guys, go out there, build a relationship. You know, Wendy, thank you again from Cash Life Mastery for breaking barriers in business, for, you know, putting on this incredible training every single week where we get to talk about blogging and we get to talk about how powerful this tool is. And as we roll into 2017 and you guys are like, hey, nothing's changed in my business, I feel like I'm stagnant, I haven't moved forward, I invite you to take on the world of blogging. I invite you to take on doing something completely outside of what you have been doing for the last year or a couple of years that aren't getting your results, and jump in, grab hold of this, join us every single week for this training, grab hold of my blogging course, Blogging Ingredients, go through it, implement it, and then bring your questions to this type of a conversation and see how we can help you improve and really move what you need forward.
And guys, if you want to learn a little bit more about how to attract people to you, I invite you to look here in the YouTube post underneath the video for our free 10-day attraction marketing formula. I cannot talk today. And this will help you get along through your process a little bit more. And I can't stress enough, guys, if you really want to jumpstart your blogging, definitely get Katrina's course. It's like A to Z, boom, everything's out there laid out for you step by step. Get it done.
Yeah, right? I love that. I was like, I want that in my house.
So, you know, that is the new motto for 2017, guys. You will see this on the show daily. 2017 for Cash Life Mastery and Wendy Fore personally is going to all be about getting shit done. You know, because I think that in the past, taking too much time, being too complacent, put things off, you know, we've all done it. And that is not going to be the case moving forward. So you're going to see some major things coming out of Cash Life Mastery and Breaking Barriers in Business. And like I said, Chef is definitely very much a part of that. And she has, I'm going to spill the beans on her a little bit too. She has just created a Pinterest course that is doing amazing, guys. And I need to get with you, Chef, actually, and add that Pinterest course to the comments in our videos, so guys, you can check that out too. But definitely get our courses, guys. Get that attraction marketing formula. There's also, I'm going to put a link in to join us in Elite Marketing Pro if you're wanting to get a better network marketing, online marketing education. Because I'm going to tell you, this company in just this last year, I feel like I've gone from zero to hero. And I can't tell you how much this community has meant to me, how much I've built my business, how much I've changed in my business just in the last year from really, really diving in. I've been with Elite Marketing Pro for more than a year, but, you know, I had squirrel syndrome. I was looking out the window, doing this, doing that. You know, I wasn't focused, but that's what's changed for me this year is getting focused, getting my plan down, moving things forward, you know, building this show, building relationships with leaders in the industry. And it's been an amazing year, and 2017 is going to be even more amazing. So I hope you guys will be on the journey with us and see us next week, Tuesday at 12 o'clock for more blogging topics. But don't forget, we have added a show, and Katrina, I'm not sure if I've told you this, added a show at 7 p.m. Eastern. Co-host is Baxter Cribbs. And tonight we're going to be talking about 4 easy tips to overcome business barriers.
Nice.
So we'll be 2 shows every Tuesday, and hopefully my voice will make it through it this week.
Yeah, so, and, you know, you talked about Pinterest, and I thank you for acknowledging that, the course. And what's been really interesting, Wendy, is I just got another multi-million-dollar company that just contacted me the other day and asked me to start consulting for them. Actually, I've got 2, possibly a third one that for businesses that I'll be consulting for the world of Pinterest. So I trust me when I say what I've learned about Pinterest, what's inside of this course is changing business lives, and people are starting to see Pinterest for what it is. And there is a big shift. So either you get on the wave now and you move into what's going to potentially be the next, you know, multi-billion-dollar industry, which is going to be Pinterest. That this is the ideal time to be transitioning. There's a lot of new stuff coming out on the Pinterest platform. They're really opening their arms to the marketing world, to what we're up to. And I've got a call here in like an hour to be just consulting with a new company. So that's the power of Pinterest, and I'm really wanting to bring it home for you guys. So, you know, there is power between blogging and Pinterest, because like we say how to make money with your blog, the ability to post that blog onto your Pinterest site and use that to drive traffic to get those sales, I promise you, has been one of the most incredible learning experiences that I took on earlier this year. And that's just been a phenomenal journey. So I invite you guys to come along and play with Wendy and I throughout 2017 as we take on the world of business and help you transform yours.
And, you know, Katrina, I'm going to throw this out there. Maybe we can do a little bit of combination blogging / Pinterest stuff in the future.
If there's a demand for it, which I'm hoping there is, I have no problem occasionally throwing in a nice little Pinterest bonus training in here, just for those that want to learn how to effectively, because Pinterest, it really is wrapped around the website and the blog.
Yeah.
Like, to effectively market on Pinterest, you can do affiliate marketing, but the honest to God truth is that it's better for you to drive traffic to your own site and have the affiliate links there than to be posting the affiliate links onto the Pinterest site. And that's just my personal opinion, but hey, we're all good in the world.
All right, girl. Well, I will see you next Tuesday, and hopefully see you guys back on Breaking Barriers in Business at 7 o'clock tonight. And everybody have a wonderful week, and get your Christmas shopping done and get your work done too. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.